Good morning. Trying to get the mic to work. There we go. Got that. Music. Try again. Yeah, maybe. Stick with that one. All right. There we go. Got that set up. Good. And chat up. There we go. Close that. This is Stream Multiplexer. I don't know if we should do something with that today. See, it's fine at 013. There are a couple things that we could do with it, just to clean it up a little bit. Couple of issues. Unit tests? Sure, yeah, that's always a good one. Packet iterators. This one I think is actually a really neat feature. Be able to provide something to it that would be able to say what stream this should go into. And it might be such that we could do this. Oh, you know what? I just had a neat idea. A new trait and an argument that allows the caller to decide which stream it joins. Used for load balancing then. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. It just dawned on me that, or was it? When a stream comes in, right, you already have to do some sort of like stream provider. Stream producer, like this. And what this thing returns is a result with a tuple of things that say, hey, this should be going at this specific location. Problem is, if you're doing something like TCP load balancing, you might want to use the connection information to decide where this connection should go. Should this go on 0, 1, 2? So one possibility would be to kind of canonize this, make this something else, right? Like a proper struct or something. Well, rather this here. That also has which channel it should go into. Then, as a connection is joining, you decide which channel you want it on. And if you're using it as like some sort of load balancer, because you could use Stream Multiplexer for that. I actually use it for something that I've seen before, where you have, let's say, a number of different nodes. Let's get a couple different lines there. Let's say you had a bunch of different connections coming in, right? A bunch of connections coming into a Stream Multiplexer, right? And then the Stream Multiplexers are going to do this cross sort of connection to some other backend system, right, which could have Stream Multiplexer on it. So imagine each one of the first row actually connecting to every one of the second row for load balancing. And the stream multiplexer on the second row might be some sort of data or messaging backend, right? And then each one of those ends up connecting to some sort of data store. Right? So then all of those connect to the same DB or backend. But if you did that, then you could absolutely set this up so that the different connections would kind of load balance among these. What if you'd then be able to measure here, let's say 2 is some sort of messenger setup. All right. That would be a pretty good place to put it. Let's extract that out. Make this actually, oh shoot, you're in the browser. Nobody said anything. I am so sorry. Good morning. Let's do that. Make this actually something. What's that going to be though? Okay. Stream producer. This probably needs to be in lib. What do we need here though? A couple of those. Huh. No. Send my parents a link to Alton Brown's what he called it, the little show they're doing, him and his wife from home. It is adorable to see him and his wife. She is sharp and isn't afraid of giving him some ruffling his feathers. It's funny. There we go. Coming stream. No, it's not that. It's channel ID. There we go. Technically, this doesn't have to be like this. Because where we're going to end up using this is over in stream multiplexer, and I think they just want async read and async write here. We'll have to make this generic. Let's double check on what they expect for the incoming piece here. Yeah, they have a write half and a read half. Read stream, write sync. Got it. we'll have to do something similar. We'll do that where those two things are true. We'll implement this. Let's. What am I missing? Actually, we're not doing an impl on this. That should be okay. It's not like that. It just doesn't have a semicolon there. Okay, that's coming in from Futures Prelude. Pass those docs there. Missing documentation, yada yada. Okay. Where's my hand today? There. Okay. Drive. There we go. Not copy or clone. So we copy if the other elements are. And I gotta work on my documentation. This is a little lackluster. Saw this guide the other day. How to write documentation for Rust. I'd like to go back and improve the documentation here for that. Oh, this isn't needed anymore because it's up above. Okay. Now we're going to go back, change our test stream producer to return one of those. Instead of just having a tuple, I'm going to have an incoming stream with guess it's going to be, I forget which order I put it in. Read then write. All right. So that's good for our test stream producer. Good change multiplexer run. This here used to want stream halves, and stream halves is different now. That used to be a tuple, it's not a tuple anymore. Let's change multiplexer run. What is a V in this case? Oh, I see. The IO result with these elements. This technically it still is. Well, it almost is. All right, so inside of these brackets here, this is an incoming packet with read street, write sync. There we go. Why is it saying that write sync needs 2 elements? All right, wrong number of type arguments. Expected 1, found 2. Strange. Incoming packet needs... Oh, I put the wrong thing there. I did. This is incoming stream. There we go. It helps when you use the right thing. Oh. funny song. So now that we have this, it should have broken the code down below. There we go. I was just expecting to get read and write have from. It's decomposing this incoming thing. Okay, let's change that. Incoming stream. Just verifying that I called it incoming stream. I forgot already. Oh, go back. There we go. Let's change this. All right. There we go. There we go. And technically we own that at that point, so we can take it apart. Let's just channel. Okay. I wonder if I should call it something else. Because this is really a sync, and this is really a stream. Yeah, let's just do that for a bit. See how it works. Call it a read stream. I don't know what looks better. Read stream sync. I mean, is that redundant? Maybe not to somebody who's new to it. I like this. Decomposition and rust. Lovely. And let's rename these. /RN. Oh, it didn't do it. Where is this? This is in the test code, the test stream producer. And for our case, we always want them to go on to stream 0. And write, framed read. What's next? Unused variable by default. Oh yes, channel. That's the whole reason we did this. Unnecessary parentheses pattern. Because it's not a tuple. One, two. Unmatched brace. See it. Hmm. All right. All right. Let's just save again. Looks like it's not where. We're gonna test. Oh, it failed. Why did it fail? Expected tuple found struct. Okay. Why is that? That tests stream producer. This one's already fixed. So which one is it? All right, let's go back to there. Multiplexer, run. There's no tuple here. Good. Not want a tuple there. It looked like it compiled everything. Did it not? What does this mean? I thought we did a Argo test. It would compile things and then. But this doesn't look like a runtime error. This looks like a compilation error. Oh, here in lib 6052. Got it. Oh, it's compiling the test code, the documentation. These halves. All right, let's fix have stream. Let's have stream. I think in this case I did read first. Okay. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3 left brackets and 3 right ones. Good. I'm glad that I really am glad that those doc tests get run. It's really nice. Okay, it's fixed. Anything else we want to put in this release? So that's for number 6. We should probably commit that. Well, that's for, I guess, number 14, whatever that is. End of tracing. Going packet iterators. I don't know. Let's take a look at that real quick. A while back, we added some iterators on this. Basically have iterators returned when we say, hey, here are your values. Here are your stream IDs for outgoing packet. The reason we do this is to hide the internals. We do not want people to know that we're using small vec in places. We use small vec or tiny vec? We used tiny vec. Okay. How would we test this? We would create an outgoing packet. Let's just do it. Test module. Test. Stream ID. Let's see. Outgoing IDs. Do another one. So we're going to do this. We're going to do a test for incoming, excuse me, not incoming, but outgoing IDs, outgoing values, and got the test runner set up. So whenever we make a change, we should be able to see that it fails, etc. Does that have a new on it? Stream IDs and values. Couple of them. Incoming message, okay. Second one, outgoing message, getting warmer. Third one, option slice iterator. All right, so we don't have one of those. It's just really strange because I thought I had something. Oh, that's right. We usually create a message and use from to create the outgoing packet. That's right. What? And in this case, where are we sending this to? We are going to send this to stream IDs 1, 2, and 3. Message. What type of data does it want for the message? Guess we get to decide. How about some more numbers? 4, 5, and 6. Expected 1, found 0. Let's say this is U8. That's the type of the elements here. And packets not used. Great. Okay, now for our next trick, let's validate that the iterators work. Specifically for the IDs. Let's just do them both. Stream IDs. Let's use size. Fine. Interesting. Because these are borrowed. Interesting. It's probably not due to it being a U8 versus a U size. I'm guessing it's just because of the lifetime option packet here. So if I don't do that, now these are borrowed. Oh, it's an option. Oh, silly me. Okay, values. Unwrap. Collect. Let's toss a copied on there again. Okay. Now we're going to test the larger variant. 1, 2, 3. Tab, add. Oops, 4, 5. Just go to 20. Oh, wrong bracket. CI, left bracket. There we go. I said 29 up there. Okay. Actually, let's do this a different way. That's just feels so silly. Go to 20. Into. Oh. Okay, that's better. Let's toss values. Oh, shoot, those should not be usize. Good catch, compiler. Okay. Let's find one test. I guess we're technically testing TinyVac, but just wanted to make sure that there wasn't anything weird when it switched from one half to the other half. Because with our iterator, where is it? It's actually hiding it either inside. It's either a standard iter or an option slice iter. So, and that is nicely just hidden back behind there. It's good. Let's do a full test. We'll get this buttoned up. Oh, geez. Status. Where's packet? Let's look at packet first. Okay, this is just the test. Stage that, commit it. This is going to be for number 29. Test says features, yay. Okay. Next, stream halves. Let's make sure these look right. That looks good. That's good. Lib, got the prelude for that. All this looks pretty good. Number 14. See, what is this? New streams can can specify channel for new streams. Poses number 14. Cool. Let's do a release for that. Halsey slash. Yeah. Check out -B. So much easier typing head there than actually typing what I want the foreign branch to be. Okay, let's take this, toss this in a PR. Let's see, I want this to be this one. So we got that. We can actually watch the checks. It's cool that GitHub does this for like open source stuff. Make sure it runs on some other OS before I commit it. That's scrolled all the way down. I'm going to take the little browser warning off there. There we go. Now we should be able to see it. Shouldn't take very long. So after this does its thing, get that committed. I might hop away from this in a moment. I'm going to pour some tea actually. Two reasons. It's cold in here, and the tea helps warm my hands, and I'm thirsty. So the other thing we should probably be doing at the moment is some of the code on the Raspberry Pi needs to be incorporated, needs to be committed. Let's check in there. We made some changes here, specifically to Cosmos so that it can compile on the Pi. Okay. Put that in the background. Cargo test. Before we get too far on that, I want to make sure that all the tests run on the Pi before committing it upstream. Yeah, it's running on a Raspberry Pi. I can't believe that. That's awesome. The compiler is running on a Raspberry Pi. All right. There's that. Guess we just shell into Frank again. SSH Frank. Oh, it is slow. Come on, Raspberry Pi, you can do it. Wait, can we finish logging in, Pi? Maybe? There we go. Source. Legacy. Yes, that's right. This is amazing, using the local instead of the TCP one. Very nice. That's good. Let's get past a bunch of this stuff. Cargo toml, added the default stuff. Default is just with regular noise, not SIMD noise. So if I compile it for production, I'll probably want the SIMD noise one. Actually, I'm hoping that intrinsics for Raspberry Pis, like the neon stuff, actually comes around. Because once that's in there, then I can just use SIMD noise because they'll pick up those and put them in. I can drop noise, the slower one. That'll be nice. All right. So got those. Actually, I don't even think this is correct. That there shouldn't be like that. We gotta fix this. It's almost done. Do we have any weekend plans? I'm just gonna do some work around the house. Got some stuff to clean up. It's taking its sweet time. Okay. Oh, there it goes. I got it. I want to see if all these tests run on the Pi. Gonna be a neat test. Oh, that's the Cosmos test where it creates 100 islands. Yeah, that one takes a little bit of time on its own. Oh, create account stuff died. Why is that? Ah, yes. ENV. Need to remove that from there. And here. Yeah. Shouldn't need to recompile that. Interesting. I didn't think that the surprised that still worked, actually. Did a whole database migration for a couple different tests. Wow, look at that. Testing link dead, testing all this stuff independent of each other. Pretty cool. Logging didn't bail, that's nice. Sooner never failed? Why? Legacy test doesn't exist. Okay. That's a weird test. That test needs to be updated to use the new kind of test harness stuff. You shouldn't be using that. This is good. This is really good. I wonder where that test is, though. Huh. Alright. Function. Soon or never. Okay, here we are. This is a good question, though. Should we get rid of soon or never? The database. Is it even being used? just change that to private. So nothing's actually using sooner never here. Fine. Bye-bye. That's going to trickle up. We'll also need to get rid of the semaphore. What was that? Oh, the RNG stuff. Fine. Semaphore is gone. Okay. I need that. Anything else? Sooner never not found in its test code. Bye-bye. Okay. I mean, this stuff isn't even being used now. We have delete account. This stuff just goes away. But I think also means that we can delete the env.test file. Where's this Spiner test crud? This one would have failed as well. All right. We can leave it in there, but we need to get the other stuff. Basically the logic that creates temporary tables, or is the migration stuff. That in setup. I mean, technically we're testing the same exact thing over here, but at with integration tests, the account CRUD stuff here, login failure. Then just need to make sure that this, yeah, these need to be moved kind of up and out. All right, let's retire this. What are we testing here? Create an account and log in. Yeah, we already do that in the other test. That's covered. This one though. Failed login. All right, so let's create a failed login test in the other file. About to create account. So what are we doing here? Here we create an account. Here's login. Login with args. This we just call login because the account doesn't exist. Okay, it's close. We need to verify that we received some sort of failure packet. Hmm. Actually, yeah, this really just deals with success case. Okay. That's funny. Like the same exact packet. All right, let's see. I think this might actually fail. I don't know what the callback status is going to give us for that. All right, let's get that going. All right. Almost there. So why is it taking so long? Well, it's on a Raspberry Pi. That's why. If we look back at the browser is it's doing its build thing. Wish we could peek in on that. Like, what's it actually doing? Oh, sign in for the full view. Oh. I wonder if there's that faster linker for the Pi. What was that one? Then let's fix this real quick. Okay, got those. Should be back to normal now. Cosmos looks okay. Got to add Cosmos. Let's look at DB. What changed there? Did it just move? Strange. Yep, Game Master is using with noise, not with SIMD. We're not really propagating them back out at the moment. We could though. I just had a little network blip. I'm gonna check on things. Seems okay. All right. I wonder, should we just go ahead and bubble that through? Could. Yeah, I don't think the network stuff is on my end. Strange. All right, keep going. You're right there. Another little blip. Yeah, that's not us. Okay. Seriously? All right. It looks okay. I wonder if they're just futzing with things upstream for me. Well, let's see how it goes. Because if we wanted to bubble this through, I wish there was a way to do this, like compile based on architecture. Right? I think I'd actually have to build a build.rs script, something like that, to inspect the host to build with. Not sure how to do that. That might be fun though. Russ Lang. Build scripts. Dun dun dun. What the? Why? Strange. Why? Whatever. I'm not sure what's actually going on with the network. Alright, build scripts. Some packages need to be. Our cargo will compile and execute it just before building the package. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. I should have used not. Oh, look. Can we actually do this? Well, that might just be what we need. Conditional compilation. Is this it for conditional compilation? Target architecture. Target features, target OS. Nice, okay. Oh, vendor, Fortran X, and IX, Fortran 9? That's supposed to be like Roman numerals there? Okay, I didn't know that you could do this. This is awesome. Target pointer width. Wow. Okay, let's change this up so we can actually do that. Looks really nice. Okay, now how do we pull this into, let's say, crates? Because I don't want certain crates if I don't need them. Items. All right, so it might be in configuration or environment variables. Expected. Oh, this is for cargo itself. Oh, interesting. I wonder if Rusty CFG or these other flags could actually enable certain things for certain targets. All right, so this would be coming back to these. I wonder if Rusty CFG is equals value. Yeah, let's look at the dependency stuff. I wonder if we can say we only want that for certain ones. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with the network today. Everything seems fine. Yeah, let's go back. Dependencies. Yeah, something's going on. I don't know what it is though. Trying to look and see which one of my apps is actually using a bunch of bandwidth. So it looks like I'm getting kind of bandwidth spikes every now and then. Hopefully it's not just like when I open a web page. That would be so silly. All right, well, let's see if we can actually specify these elements. So instead of making it dependent here, oh, this was the other master one, LLD. What is our current target on Raspberry Pi? Because really just on the Raspberry Pi do we want to use the other system? Oh, here, let's come back here. Let's see, it looks like that's not going to be that way, but this way. That doesn't seem right to me. Alright, let's keep going. Let's see if it will work. I'm doubtful. Hmm. So what I'm looking at right now is actually this element. Target.config.rust flags. Similar to that. Yeah, term color. Alright, well, I'm skeptical. I don't think this is the right direction, but I'd like to test it anyways. Here we have the default is actually with noise. I want to change that and say that the default is with SIMD noise. And if we have noise, then we'll use it. Okay, so we might need to say dash dash features with noise. Paste simple. Yeah, okay, that didn't work. Let's go back. Build scripts. E equals value. Hey, Jomit, good morning. An AL3 G7 underscore. Thank you for the follow. How's everyone doing today? Oh, an AL3 C77 underscore. You are my 300th follower. Thank you. Yeah, today's a bit of a rough day. The network is a little funky. I don't know why. It seems as though something is updating and I haven't been able to track it down. I keep glancing over, seeing if I could catch it in the act. But we'll see. See, like right now, there's nothing going on. It's just wasn't good there for just a moment. Yeah, again, nothing. Library search pad. This is for like C library stuff. Okay. Wow. Seems to be a little better now. I don't know what's going on. It doesn't entirely seem to me my devices. It's as if when it does it, OBS kind of waits and sends packets later if it can. So sometimes I'll get a burst of packets going out. Other times it just fails. Yeah, well, this CFG thing, I think we might still be able to use it. So if oh, not in Cosmos. But there, CD down. So feature. So I should be able to say something like key and value here, right? So this noise. So I should be able to do that, and then in Cosmos lib. Instead of this, instead of CFG feature equals that, we will say and then down below, with the regular noise one, I can do that. well, without the not. There we go. Foreground again, foreground. See, I don't know how to tell this that we need those. Right. Oh, shoot, you've been in the browser. Sorry. But basically, how do we end up telling these guys? Because if we go back to here, it's like I can say, oh, +C config, right? Noise is with noise on this platform. On all of the platforms, that's not going to be set. So I should then be able to go into here and say, oh, well, if CFG noise is with noise, do this. If it's not with noise, it's kind of weird, but whatever, it'll work. Then we should do this. But how do we translate that into cargo features? Let's see. Dependencies. Multiple requirements, yes. If it's this and this. From other registries, fine. Git repos, paths, yep, done that. Platform specific dependencies. Oh, here we go. Okay. That's what we need. All right, let's see how we do this. Now, CFG Windows, CFG Unix. All right, let's come back in here. This looks like it's going to be in the dependencies section. We have x86 stuff. Going to be pretty much just a SIMD noise. I wonder if this is this ARM 7? I don't know. What's this doing? See, I don't want the tree anymore. F6, collapse. No. F5, sorted. There we go. Strange. Let's just try ARM. All right, so we have those out of there. Do we still need these elements up here though? Back to the browser for that. Okay. Like with Rust, the syntax here supported not any all operators. Guess I should do not instead. Let's fix that. So we have ARM and not ARM. Oh, you're a French student learning Python. Oh, I'm glad. Sorry, it's a little weird today. The network is just, it's been all over the place today. I don't know why. I'm glad you're learning Python. It's a great language and it's in demand currently. And I took French for 4 years in school. 4 years. And all I can really say anymore is just stupid little things. One of those use it or lose it things. Just like programming. Kind of goes back to programming being just like a spoken language. Okay, I think those are good there. It's over here. How's the not right here? Okay, but now they talk a little bit more about stuff down here. Oh, look. See, Rusty print CFG. Ah. Okay. Well, that's good. I think we can also bubble this inside of the code. So we'll do this here. And then if we go into lib, instead of this not thing, like that, this CFG, I guess in this case, not. Okay, then in this case, we know that we're going to be using CMD noise. In the next case, regular noise. Oh, I see. I had a syntax error. Need one more paren. And so we're going to put parentheses here. So we're tossing this not config target architecture ARM. I don't know if it's going to be ARM or ARM v7. I think it's really going to be ARM v7, ARM v8, but I'm hoping it's just all of ARM. I can just say for any Raspberry Pi, do this. Actually, that means we do not need the feature stuff in here. That goes away. Save that. These are not optional. If we're on that platform, we need that. If we're on this platform, we need this. with, okay, then this one, get rid of that. Okay. Failed to parse. Invalid target specifier. Must start with CFG. Okay. All right, we'll do that. Oh, wow. Generate island was defined multiple times. Okay. So I must have gotten this backwards. Not. I'm surprised they don't test for that and warn on it. Let's try again. So if it was defined multiple times, that does mean that the other one succeeded in bringing it in, or in making the other function available. So all we had to do was make sure that this one was not available, and it worked. Oh, good, good, good. That's nice. All right, let's get that cleaned up. Fig, what's in there? Good. Diff. Do we still need this? No, we don't. Okay. Let's check on those. It's a good change. This I don't really want. This one I do. Yes to this one. No, we don't want that piece. Okay. Yep, those go away. That's good. It's no longer optional, just based on the targets. So much better. All right, fast forward this one. Good. Hang those up. Perfect. Test account stuff. Did we finish with that? Login failure. I don't remember if we actually finished with login failure. Or was it building or something? Good. Okay, we'll come back to those. That's right, and we do want to get rid of semaphore, get rid of sooner never, that's not used. Get rid of those tests. Count CRUD, that's what we were kind of working on. All right. Let's see if that one will work. We did make a number of changes, so hopefully it doesn't have to spend too much time compiling. This is a Raspberry Pi that is compiling on, which is just awesome. I don't know, something about that. I love that tiny itty bitty little machine doing so much. Oh, it says there's so many things to compile. Oh, maybe it's all of the tests? That's strange. All right, I'm gonna pour some tea. My hands are cold today. Gonna be a cold weekend for us here. Three more. Come on, Rust Pi. You can do it. Only the SD card? Well, I have a Pi that has 4 gigs of RAM, and then I have a 32 gig SD card in it. Oh, I see. You need memory to store the event store? Yeah, currently I just have the SD card in it. Oh, wow. Yeah, it should be enough for this. Especially, like, this is just a Raspberry Pi, and if I don't have that many players, like, local on my network here, which is just me and the kids, then it should be just fine there if we're playing around on it. And I've also set it up so that I'm not storing much. Right? The big things, kind of like the island generation stuff, all of that, I would eventually like to get rid of even the stored islands so that instead of transferring one island from one place to the other, I transfer the seed information and just regenerate it. Yeah, Cosmos, just the PNGs, and yeah, and I'm not sure on the model data yet if I'm going to be sticking with sprite data or kind of transitioning to 3D with kind of a 2D cell shader style with it. Let's see. Oh, we should check on. Oh, good. It finished. Actually, this says it finished after like 1 minute 3 seconds. That's not fair. I know we were looking at that and it said like 15 minutes. It just went from grayscale to RGB. That's funny. All right, so we should be able to finish this up. Let's go ahead and finish with the stream multiplexer release. Awesome. I have to click the button on the other one. Okay, squash and merge. No, I don't want to squash and merge that. Okay. We're going to go back to local. Ended up merging that. So while that's baking, That's still in the Pi. This is stream multiplexer. Good. All right, and this is an API breaking commit, so we're still O dot, so none of that actually matters. But it's nice to at least signal it. Cargo release minor. Yes. Oh, actually, I don't know if I sign off my commits. I think it's just in my my configuration, my git config. And it's not really that I'm not really hiding anything. Besides, someday, who knows? Maybe we'll be working together. Oh, great. Waiting for the publish to complete. And they did fix one of those bugs in cargo release or cargo publish. So I'm hoping this works. Oh, fatal. All right, we got to tag this ourselves in. Yeah, that's just my git config. It's not signed. Say, the O.14.0. Oh, the O.14.0. There we go. Hit push. Just to make sure. Oh, you're just missing a flag? I see. I wouldn't mind signing them. I just haven't set that up. All right. So that's there. That means I need to update stream multiplexer over here. Let's go check on the Pi. Where is it? I'm going to flip around a little bit. Oh, good. Did it actually pass everything? Oh, that's right. I'm double tmux. Control B, and then page up. Looks like it. Okay, we're going to let that do that. Here's Cosmos. And if that's all building, that's fine. As long as those tests... Oh, that's right. We need to make sure those tests were working. Do you hear the auto tune in this? There, his vibrato is just auto tuned out. The style that just doesn't work for me. Just adds a signed off by name, right? Yeah, I'd like to move to the latter. It's not there. I think it'd be nice to do. Well, it looks like all of the tests passed. I need to make sure that that the other one. Wow, I left logging on for one of them. Two of them, maybe? The account character one is, I think, what I wanted to test. It ran 4 tests. Really, I just want to make sure that this one works. And if that's running, okay, good. And it works, perfect. Oh, no, I wanted to fail login, my mistake. Nice, okay, so it was a 3 callback. Okay, if that's the case, then we can toss the rest of that in there as well. Because we got rid of the account CRUD test in Spiner. This is the only one that hadn't been covered in the other test, so we migrated that. Disabled that logging. Nope, this is just for generating a login failure. And this one we don't want. Okay, that's good. I think there was one other thing I wanted to do though. Oh yes, I wanted to make sure that the logging was turned off everywhere. Now we have a couple of them. Stage that. Very nice. Yeah, see, this is what I had done earlier. You can specify your name in there with your git config, which I did not yet do on this machine. Actually, those aren't correct. See what? Actually, I don't remember what I normally use here. Oh, full name. Okay. Nano. No, 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 no. No, no. I don't know how to use Nano. Why would they do this? Okay, how do we save? Control W. No, rat. Didn't work. Control C, cancel. Control X. I think I hit X. Oh, where is? I see read write out. Control O. Goodness. That's so funny. Now I know how it feels when other people like end up in Vim or VI. That was not a pleasant experience. All right. At least they have the instructions at the bottom. All right. Need to push that. As far as... Okay. Now let's find there. Actually, let's just give it a cargo build. I want to make sure. Oh wow, it's already built. Okay, perfect. Now, one thing that's happening that doesn't... So the Raspberry Pi is so much slower than like my local machine that it actually reveals a bug in the client. If I run Godot, there's Godot. Let me run the client then. Where is that? Login takes a while. These two first people never had their islands generated. Another volunteer. So here, it actually doesn't get the data for that. I'm actually clicking around. Of course, the world is just all kind of purple. Not sure exactly why it's purple though. I had presumed that it was purple because it's not loading data in time. I have some sort of race condition on the client, which is possible. So that I want to fix, but not at the moment. We'll get to that. It might be tomorrow though. We'll see. Back to the code. Okay. Oh, great. My parents like the Alton Browns cooking at home. You wonder how bad it is for Frank right now? Oh yes, yes. Let's show that. Oh no, no, where are we? So here, if we come back, see the last 200 traces for that. Nice that I don't have. Yeah. So the authentication took quite a while, 1.86 seconds. And part of that, see, the database call was quick. I'm running Postgres on the server. So for Postgres to be able to look up in that, well, microscopic table, and it only took 9 milliseconds. Great, I'm glad I could do that. Now here the login though, I think this has to do with the hashing. This took absolutely forever to hash the password. Really surprising to me. But maybe they don't like use the same intrinsics there. You know, like maybe they're not using I don't know. I guess Rust just doesn't have what Neon available yet on the Pi, so it can't generate faster code for these things. It's all CPU bound. But after that, stream a character, we're not doing anything load intensive here. It's DB intensive. There's a work in progress. I was looking at that last night or the night before, where there's a PR out for bringing some of them in, some of the Neon APIs in, but there's some like 2,000 APIs for Neon or something that aren't there, and you have to bring them in and write the test for them. So it's kind of labor intensive. So overall, it's not too bad. Game Master, Load Actor Connect. I think this here. See, why did this take so long? Oh. Because of the load island. Load island took so long because of the generate island, which is not using Neon. And saving the file to disk took 23 milliseconds. This is fantastic. I love seeing this data. Makes it easy to kind of target hotspots. Oh, this here? This is all the server-side stats. This is all, I don't actually have any client-side stats. Yeah, a lot of these are just me clicking around. Set entity location. This is just wonderful. This software is really, really nice. I'm really glad. I think it's going to really help to kind of pick out the slow elements in the game server and be able to optimize them. This here on the like production server takes no time at all. Let's see. Oh, you know what we could do? Here, let's stop that. Okay, that's going to take forever. We'll come back to it. But right now, let's go and upgrade the server to use the new stream multiplexer. This. And that's where we did stream multiplexer. This is the actual server on my local machine here. Let's upgrade stream multiplexer. You know what? Let's see if we can do this. I should probably RG that. Does RG still have a S? Okay. Not much there, good. Good 14 for that. Where are we? Cargo check. And that's gonna break everything. There we go. And this one's stream producer. TCP stream producer. Okay, just inject this here. Channel. Oh, actually we have a constant for channel. We have an enumeration. So let's say let oh. Okay, it should be there. I forget what the constant is. We'll come back to that. Actually, do we have, what did we have there? R half and W half, okay. All right, and this up here, this 0 needs to be changed. What should that be changed to? Is it incoming channel? Yeah, incoming channel auth in the messages crate. wrong type, right? Expected U size. Okay, now let's make sure that the test run here, and that it's using neon, or I said neon. So what would it be using in here? Probably not SSE, but something else. I don't know. Okay, this box is quite a bit faster than the other one, but while it's going, let's check on the Pi. Still cranking along, release version. I really want to know how much faster this is going to be on the Pi in release mode versus dev mode. And we do have those, the data up there. We should be able to tell. Yeah, see this? Already so much past it. Let's see, I wanted to also check on that automatically close the issues. Looks like it did. Good. Wow, who's still using O.10? That's an interesting graph because I'm always on the bleeding edge version. Just wondering who's actually using those things. It's amazing. No public things, but it's out there. Oh, maybe I should make this bold. Highly unstable API. All right, let's see, back to the code. And all the tests passed, that's good. Huh. Which tests are those? They shouldn't be so noisy. All right. That's good. We're gonna go, hopefully the game server will finish compiling here on the Pi. I want it for the speed difference. Well, it looks like it's gonna take its time. Let's see if it will reproduce on the regular game server. Good. Run. Let's restart that. Lost Godot. There it is. Log in. Ah, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Oh, because I'm trying to log into the other machine. Element on. I should go local. There we go. So if we create a new one, we're actually hitting a breakpoint there. And that the error info was not... Yeah, let me see. Probably have to resize something here in a moment. That one works. Oh, and look, it actually made the request and got the response. Ah, I might know what's wrong. Okay, kill that for a moment. Need to set my screen size for this. Okay. On the game again. If we go to Godot, a little constrained, but we'll do our best. I think in the island code, I might be referring to localhost instead of some like global. Yeah, look at that. Referring to localhost 127.0.0.1. Okay, that all needs to change. Where's that? We should probably just toss that in like global or game state or something. How do we quickly open a file? Go to, no. File open. I thought there was like a quick open. All right. Some debugging I've got going on. Server. There we go. Where's this used? I've got the underscore on it. That means I want it local. There. Save that, close that. Now in here, let's use global. How do I pull global into something else? I have forgotten. Oh, just global is available. Okay, it's a singleton. Does Godot have some sort of like a string formatter? Let's hit F1. Search help. String. Look at string. Methods. From all sorts of things. Capitalize, count, etc., etc. Format. Ew. I wish they had a better example here. Variant could have been anything. Yeah. Go back one. Huh. Let's check on the browser real quick. Pour some more tea. Keeps my hands warm. Okay. Where's format? There's format. Oh, interesting. This is like exactly backwards from everything else in the world. You put the values first. That just seems weird. Okay. That returns, yeah, returns a string. Okay. Let's try it out. Actually, I'm a little, I wish I had a better example. Guess we could just go look at the code. Let's go look at the code. No, not there. Over here. Oh, maybe it's under community for their GitHub link. There we go. Core? What are their types going to be? Probably not in here. See if we can find something. Let's see, what's their naming convention? Looks lowercase. Just search for string.cpp. Find file. Print string name, string buffer. Mono, they got their glue stuff. String. Oh, here we go. That doesn't seem quite right, does it? Why would it be in the GD native stuff? So I'm a little curious. What is that? All right, where's format? as itself, key values, just like an array of values. All right, and where does it get string? Where is string coming from? GD native string.h. Or maybe just string? Okay, let's go find a file again. Oh, format with custom placeholder. Fancy. Wow. All right, let's just call for let's kind of we got some hens. Where's Godot? There it is. This seems a little different. Let's go back. That's if we call it that way. But if we have a string, I think here we just give it a list of elements. Okay. Yeah. Say that this is equal to these elements. Okay. Server return the port? No, just the host. I wonder why I did it that way. Whatever. Okay. We're going to set a breakpoint here and run this. Yeah, that didn't get replaced. If didn't see, just have the brackets inside of it. again. Now with underscores. Server died, actually. Ah, here. Yep, same thing, still. I could just do string concatenation. That just seems a little... doesn't seem quite right. And based on what we were looking at, here's self, here's values. Custom placeholder. Is that in the docs even? Yep. I wonder what they want, like something like server and data. Maybe they want an object notation here. Server isn't declared. I guess it's not talking about this. No. There's dictionary. There it is. Where's the bottom? That's what I'm trying to do here. Oh, I need to put them in quotes. Got it. Easy to go in quotes in Godot. Oh, I got the last bit. RV. There we go. Try again. That's how we do it. Okay, let's replicate that. Var water. So let's just say server. Or a server. path is more descriptive. Let's change this to path as well. Yeah. Okay. Much better. And we learned format. That's a trippy format. So you just have the string dot format, give it an object where the keys are the elements that you want to replace. Wow. Okay. We're going to try to run that. Oh, first, let's check on compilation. Yeah, it crashed earlier. Same thing as before. Anyhow. Oh, it compiled in 20 minutes. Okay. Cat dev. We don't want to do a dev run. We want a release run. There we go. On the client. Development off. I'm treating the Raspberry Pi as my production machine. And we're going to create a new volunteer. Who's going to volunteer today? We shall choose... Rover Slayer. Right, at the breakpoint. Let me keep going. It's still purple. All right. Still purple. That's amazing. All right. However, we did log in. Close that and check the difference in the graph. Here, this is the old one. Let's see, is this a login? What is this? Somebody moving around. Let's go back. Get 200 traces. Find it. I'll get 103. Good. Up here, this is the old one, the old stream auth. Let's compare them. How do we do this? I want just stream auth. 9 traces, 8 traces. All right, this is the old one. This is the new one. So the new one took 163 milliseconds, whereas the old one was taking well over 600. In some cases, a second, an entire second to do this. What else do we have? Create account. I'll create actor. Yeah. 34 milliseconds instead of 50. 40. Well, it's faster. All right, but something's still not right in Godot. I'm going to set up a breakpoint here. We can check these values as we go through. Log in. Step over. That one looks okay. We got the host in there. Static islands in the PNG. So I would like to copy that and see if that loads up from where we are. Oh, unable to connect. Why is that? Oh, I think I know. Forge is not listening on every port, on the external IPs. Okay, that's local. This is the other machine. Okay, release again. Okay, it's up and running. Go back to, let's try and reload that. Yes, okay. Our island is actually encoded in that there. You can't really see it because it's nearly black. I'm using like grayscale PNG and colors from like 0 to 7. Hardly any color there. Good. Log in. We're gonna just expect that works. Oh, nice. Oh, this is an awesome island. Look at that. Yeah, it like streams all the way through your Arctic biome island. That's cool. That's really neat. I have. So what's going on? What is my wife doing? Okay. Hopefully it comes back. Overall, I think everything's fine on my end now. Okay. Well, look at that biome. That's sweet. That's a neat island. I like the noise from this library. try to figure out what's actually different between this one and the other one. I think it's just the noise settings that I used. Slightly different. Yeah, let's go see somebody else's biome. Another biome. Captain Madigo. Oh, Arctic again. This one's got a little too much water on it though. It's actually a lot of water for a biome, for an island. Kind of neat though. Again. I don't think this one actually saved. That one blew up. Okay. Let's try again. Same with that one. Okay. Those just didn't have images associated with them. There was a bug in the server. Brook. Okay, he's got one. Well, these are all the same biome. Why are they all Arctic? Yours was Arctic too. Strange. I know there are other biomes in there. Oh, did I crash it? I did. Interesting. So somewhere else I'm actually using a span. Well, that was cool. All right. I think we got a lot done today. Got it actually running on the Raspberry Pi, even though everybody's in an Arctic biome. That's cool. Running. The stream multiplexer patched up a little bit early on. Some good changes. So here, let's take a look. Let's see, where else am I using spans for this? So let's do that, not on that box though. It's too slow. Okay. Oh wow, I use them all over the place. No. Those are cool. These aren't. These here, might have issues with those. Okay, but I think it needs to be tracing, colon, something, span, exclamation, left bracket. Where are we using these? These are actually what's going to kill it. I found that I actually have to instrument these in a different way. So if I have something that's asynchronous, I need to say instrument it with this span as opposed to just having a naked span in here. Having a naked span in there just doesn't work across async bounds. You can't use them that way, which was really hard to discover. It was really, really hard to discover. I had to go read the documentation. I think that took 2 days. Okay. How many of these do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's not even there. Load actor. Yeah, see how this is async? It already has a span here. Only reason that we enter a new span at this point is for that actor ID. I wanted the actor ID on it. But if it's going to crash the server, I'm willing to forego that. Yeah, that's going away. How about this one? Handle incoming. Oh, this is the old one. This is not code that's even being used. Oh, and this one, yes. This one we need to do with a instrument. Did I hide that? Where'd that go? Did Alacrity die? No windows. Okay, let me quit it. Set that up. Oh, there we go. Yeah, same thing here, GM tick. Actually, the previous one, yeah, that was outside of the loop. So what do I usually do? Yeah, okay. No, that's not right. What? Trace span. That's what it should be. There we go. Oh, wow. That's quick. Where are we? Oh, all right. Hopefully that'll keep the server from crashing. I expect it will. Oh, we just did that. I've run. All right, there we go. And this one here, a little start this feeling. So this is a desert island. Arctic biome. Nice. Very cool. Well, there's a lot of good changes today. I think we're going to go back to working on zoning. And after zoning, not much. There's probably going to be a little bit of cleanup after zoning. Because after zoning, I don't think there's much left for kind of the old code. We go into a TCP server. Was it FD? A lot of this stuff we've already handled. Fallback status, chat. We're not doing chat right now. Direction, disconnect. We haven't done direction either. That's actually support where I want the character to be able to look around in the island. Those two, I don't think we're going to do right now. Disconnected, that works. Idle. Island works. Path works. Position works. We're finishing up warp. We're going to kind of delay these two because we don't need them right now. Because Connor doesn't really look around. It's fine. But then I can nuke all of this code because most of it's just dead already. In fact, I should probably delete it so I can keep track of what's been done. That'll be good. What else? Old Forge? For biome management, all that. It'd be fun to do. Get in there, do that with warp. To be done. We might. Yeah, I think it's going to be finish zoning. Maybe finish up the last two messages from the TCP stuff, direction and chat. And after direction and chat, then we'll get into fixing up Forge. And then we'll be back to where we should be. Like at that point, we'll have finished rewriting it from using Actix. It's awesome. Really cool. To be honest, it took a lot longer than I thought it was, but we learned a ton of Rust in the process. It was a really, really great adventure. So. Oh, and thank you for the follow. How do you pronounce this? Wary Slayek? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but thank you for the follow. I have a coffee date I need to uphold. I'm run over, but I think we've gotten to a really great place there. So I'll be a commit, and then we will. My goodness, I got a lot of stuff here. No, I gotta go. So we're gonna raid. Who shall we raid? Whitlock. Oh, what is he doing today? He got like diagrams on his screen. Let's raid Tim. All right, he's making a cool game where you drive around as a car, doing time trials, obstacles, stuff like that. I am not remembering the name of his game. Something Boom. Turtle Boom? Turbo Boom. Looks like a fun game. We're going to rate him. All right, y'all. Until next time.